Hey, good morning. Bonus video here on the weekend. Me and Vader are down here at the beach, and this is a customer whose pool I started up, I don't know, whatever, a year ago or something. And this guy just doesn't really service the pool. I'm here like once every 3 months, and that's not good. So this will be the last time I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna make an instructional video for this guy so he can take care of his own pool. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to what I'm gonna go back and see here. This is gonna be an absolute dumpster fire. And what I mean, I chose my words wisely, dumpster. Anyway, let's go check it out. Yeah, there's not going to be any good guy price here today. Yeah, this actually, this makes me angry. G'day, mate. Well, welcome to the outback. Right, things are quite overgrown here, right? Anyway, we're gonna do the Hayward filter tear down today. I have my employee working here, so something's getting done while I'm doing the filter clean. We're gonna do it right over there. Let me pop the top here and find out what this mess looks like. Okay, we got these filter cartridges out of this thing. This is a total nightmare. This pool has not been seen by a service professional for at least 6 months. I was the last person to be here, so let's check out what the pump basket looks like. Okay, 6 months, and that's it. Okay, well, let me just say that I cannot believe that. So anyway, we're going to continue on with our filter clean. Okay, Todd, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna assess the pool. The pool has a bunch of stuff on the surface, so we're gonna skim it off right now, just with our, we don't have to get every single thing. Yeah, try to keep all the foam and styrofoam products out of the backyard. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna vacuum the pool. So we're gonna take our vac head, we're gonna put it on our pole. Okay, and then we're gonna put it right here. Right here, we're gonna extend the pole all the way over here, all right? So we have this thing going here. We're gonna go over to our cleaner, which fortunately is right here, and we're gonna bring him to the surface, but we're not going to take him out of the water. We're not going to have him suck any water. We're going to do this all underwater. We're going to take the hose off of him, and we're going to put it without sucking any air. We're going to put it on top of the vac head, and then we're going to take him out. We'll just get him out of the way and put him right there like that. So let's go over and pick up our pole and start vacuuming. Now, slow is fast and fast is slow. So just vacuum everything up. We're gonna have to definitely brush here to get that stubborn algae out of the way, but you notice that I'm picking up everything that's on the bottom. Okay, all that's going away. And it's going in the pump basket, which we're gonna empty out later at the end of our session. Okay, so all of these leaves, okay, all right. So once again, the cleanliness of the pool is super important, but it's really important to maintain the filtration system, so the systems of the pool keep the pool clean by itself. I'm gonna put our vac head in the spa so we can vacuum it, but we have to do it quickly because we're sucking air. 1, 2, 3, just like that, okay? And then we'll pull our hose over here, okay? And we're gonna wait for the pump to reprime itself. We've sucked a bunch of air, okay? You're listening for the pump. There, it sucked the air. So now it's, okay. It's worked through that. And now we're vacuuming again. You can hear the pump reprime. Goodness, goodness. Wow, this needs to be done on more of a regular basis. Okay, so everything in the vacuuming is slow. You do it really slow so as to not stir up things. So you have a bunch of stuff stuck to the drain. That's totally normal, unfortunately for this pool. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna just vacuum here very slowly. Okay, and the leaves are now all out of the spa for the most part here, okay? There we go. So we're vacuuming everything up. Okay, vacuuming everything up. Okay, so there's nothing more to vacuum in here. You get these two little things here. All right, now we're gonna go back into the pool, right? So just as fast, but once again, slow is fast and fast is slow. So let's go slow here. 1, 2, 3. That's it, okay? And then we're gonna listen for the pump. We're gonna listen for the pump. Here it comes. There's no way we didn't suck air. There. Okay. So now the pump is repriming itself and we're back to vacuuming. Okay. Okay, so we want to make sure that this thing's all good. We don't have anything else to get in here. Okay. Vacuuming up the algae is not really gonna help us today because that's just gonna be just going right back in our filter canister, which we just cleaned. That's okay, that's where it's gonna ultimately go. But to get rid of this stubborn algae today, we need to brush, and we need to brush with not only our tickler, which I mentioned before, but we're gonna have to brush with our metal brush, which is, if you know anything about the angry pool man, I do not like to use the metal brush. That means we're losing the battle of algae. Okay, so we're gonna put our vac head back here just like this. Extend the pole out, so we're supporting it here and here. We're not sucking any air, right? So let's take our cleaner. We'll submerge him completely. Submerge him completely, and then without sucking any air, we're gonna take off the vac hose from the vac head and we're gonna reattach it to our cleaner. Push him down firmly, but not too firmly. He's made of plastic, and now he's back working for us. Okay, now is the time we're gonna brush. So I already hit these 2 top steps with a bunch of chlorine. It's obviously, you know, killed the algae, but we're gonna brush the remainder of the stairs because, you know, chlorine doesn't solve all our problems. So I'm using the metal brush here. Under normal circumstances, we would not want to use this. You don't even have a metal brush, Todd, so it's kind of a moot point. But the point is that we're gonna brush all of our horizontal surfaces here. And just today, I'm using the metal brush because of all of this super stubborn algae, right? But normally, we would want to use the nylon brush like you have here, right? This nylon brush is suitable for getting rid of this. So I'm going to approach it from the other side, because we always want to take advantage of any leverage that we have, right? So if I were to stand over this on the other side of the pool, I would have no leverage in order to do this. I'd be doing something completely different. I'd be pushing for the other side. Wow, look at all of that algae. Yeah, let me tell you guys, you don't want to be using the metal brush. That means you have problems. But anyway, okay, so let's move around here and we'll get, unfortunately we can't get the same angle on this step. We have to do it in kind of an inefficient manner, but once again, brushing. This is not something that takes like 2 minutes. You're out here for, you know, good 20 minutes brushing the pool. Look how murky it's getting, okay? Now I'm gonna go around the whole pool and I'm gonna brush every square inch. All right, so after we've skimmed the pool, we want to come over here to our equipment, and we open up our service door here on the panel, and over here in the left lower hand corner there's a power button. We want to push the power. The next thing, it will be 3 choices to come up: service mode, shutdown, and features off. We want to choose service mode. And there's another question saying, hey, are you competent to do this? You want to say yes, it's the utmost right. Okay, you can hear that that kills the pump immediately. So we're going to go over to our pump, and there is a pump cover on top of the pump. So that's where all the leaves are, and that's what we need to get. So you want to do both hands in a karate chop manner, and kind of, we're going to just twist it off, right? One motion, and then put it back almost immediately, because we don't want to suck air from the filter canister. That's going to make it harder for this pool to prime back up. So we take our stuff. I just put it in the net. I'll put it in the net over here. All right, simple as that. Make sure it is completely clean. You might encounter some animals in here, maybe some very large bugs. We also need to get a Pool RX in here. That will help you fight against the algae. I'll send you a link for that. Those need to be put in every 6 months or changed. So we're gonna put our pump basket back in, okay? Make sure it's seated there properly, right? And then we're gonna put our cover on, have it seat, and then turn it, and then you can feel that there's no extra for that. So we have some air in the line here, and so we'll just see how long it takes. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna press that lower left-hand power button here, and this will bring up 2 choices: service mode exit and shut down. And we just wanna hit service mode exit. And so since it's between 9 and 4 right now, the pump is gonna start running again. We're back to auto mode, right? So it's gonna run from 9 to 4 during the day, and that's it. And right now it's priming, and takes a little while. Okay, just be patient here. You can hear that the water, you can see it. The water's priming up, coming through the pump. Okay, that's all we need to do, okay? I've adjusted this here. We just did a filter clean today, so we are really good looking here. Yeah, this is it here for as far as the pump basket. So we've emptied the pump basket. We want to come over here to the skimmer basket and check out everything that's in here. Wow, why is there so much foam in this pool? Yeah, that's like the worst thing ever. So let's take all of this nasty foam out and put it in everything. Put this in our basket and throw everything away. Just empty everything out of this skimmer basket, okay? And now we'll replace our skimmer cover and put that back on nicely. Okay, let's move on to brushing. And I've recommended this brush here. I call it the tickler, and for obvious reasons. And we just want to brush every horizontal surface. Now, these have recently been riddled with algae, so yeah, this is why you keep up on this every week. Okay, so we're just going to brush every horizontal surface, right? Every flat surface. And see how the ends here are rounded, just like the corners. Every corner in the pool is rounded. So we want to brush that and hit that. Hit all our walls just like this. Here's another corner. Push down, use leverage. Be on the side here instead of always pushing down like this. Be on the side here. I get more leverage this way, right? I'm able to push. But see, if you do this all the time, it's never a big deal. You're just kind of going out here and doing and going through the motions like a good pool guy, okay? This is what we do. This is why we do it every week. And so, yeah, just come around here and you brush every surface, okay? That's all you do. Get in the corners, use the tickler. There you go. Get in the corners, do the seat, do the floor. Everything needs to be brushed. And of course, when you're doing it, Todd, it's gonna look way better. Why? Because it doesn't have algae all over it. Because you're gonna be doing this on a regular basis, right? Right. So, okay, that's it. That's as far as the brushing goes, okay? So now let's move on to doing our chemicals. I'm gonna send you a link for these Aqua Check 7s. They check 7 different parameters, actually 6, but we don't use bromine, we use chlorine. So you just grab one of these little tabs out here and you plunge it under the water for 5 seconds. And you can see today, and then you use this key to determine how much chlorine and what is the pH and how much alkalinity and cyanuric acid you have in here. So all you do is just use the key. You can see that this pH is super high. Why? Because I've added a ton of chlorine to fight all this algae. So here's our alkalinity. We're right here in the perfect okay range. Our cyanuric acid is in the ideal range, but we just have really high chlorine because I'm shocking the pool. Okay, this pool was riddled with algae. I needed to shock it. So under circumstances, you don't want that much chlorine in here. Maybe during the summer you add 1 gallon a week to keep up with the use. That's if and only if you're using it all the time. Do your chemical test, determine how much you need to. You can call me anytime. Hey, Scott, I got a 2. How much should I add? I can tell you that. You probably need like add a ½ gallon or something like that. Once again, it depends on who's in this pool. Now, let's keep the dog out of the pool, keep the foam out of the pool, and you'll have a really great pool. Make sure to empty the pump basket once a week. Empty the skimmer basket once a week. You brush and you net, and that's all you do. You're gonna have a perfect pool, Todd. It'll be just as crystal clear as we all remember it.